edema yahwefo eruti si ye kan asem bi kura na ochina ye hu se yen se ye kan e beba be pacho. That is the seat show for you. Memfa enchiakese pa ma ye past and as a prophet Israel elechi ya chia papa one wasofo amobọ mpaye Israel elechi amobọ mpaye edemaye se be ya program no de bia ebegina brane nyame enhira mu nyina ene mo amohwe nyina obetumi edwani edi dwumadie na chi ewo eye YouTube ene eye Facebook ade ase wundru fie na umben wo television ho a obetumi de wo phone no akọ eye Facebook ene YouTube na oso wo de wadwenkyere ede aba okọ a wo like o comment na wa share ama afoforo so ehun nia ekoso ene dwumadie no se ne ade bia ye ka no free beye bosome ene akire ni no ni nyina ye focus no sisi a ewo eye the New Patriotic Party eye 2024 nipa obetu Franka Adiama party no ye ko e de kohihye so eye November 4th a ebe ye aka nakakra na ebre no aso na mpanifo akukudam na omode omho asi ho Adiama se delegates no enyu omum baako enyu omadoye na onto Franka no emfama eye party no for 2024 election. Honorable Kennedy Ohene Agyapong eye Asin Central Mrahye Bedwani ono so edin ho ebo afore menemo keze ode na probo no akopie eye atufido mantem eye Northern Region one delegates no edi insawoso edi nkomo power mo chew ka kire wo mo nia wayeda na ogina eno so ede kire wo mo se esane se waye bida ne ntino nia oka no obetumi aye membe de megitum se politics de sa na te se wo bibia wayeda na waka kire wo to aba ne se maye ABCD enu nti mesi meye XYZ meka mo begiedi na mensan entu eye party for F esane se General Secretary of the New Patriotic Party eye Justin Frimpong Kudua JFK or the football pa ena ama eye party mpanimfo se kebeya anka yema process no enye fe yenyi ye humfiri ma yenkudi nipa ba ko bi achi ene ade migidi se ye de ye adwuma ebeboa se beya nyame ya adom na se ye yi nipa ba ko a ye nyina atumi aka ye ho abom na yakobreki the 8 senior de bia ye kanu no ene numre abrantie baako a owo Okomfo Anochi Teaching Hospital na sa abrantie one Honorable Kennedy Ohene Agyapong enya some personal experience enunti ogina so akase se be yanka Ghana fo enye anase delegates no enye Honorable Kennedy Ohene Agyapong adom no mumfa tumi no emma no esane onu ankasa experience a onyaye with Honorable Kennedy Ohene Agyapong yebehwe ene no atwetwe nkomo na one yen afa eye the experience a one papa nyaye a enunti one other lecturers ewo Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology omaka bom se omo be kan sempa no e de akire delegates no na delegates na hu se enye omo pe e no beto aba no omo de delegates na beto aba eye 4th November na emo beyond that no ye kwakọ face millions of people omo no ba be to aba no enti okwakọ to aba na no watie ni grounds no eka e na grounds no ese wa o ye delegate no omo pe na wakoye e de amo ne pese ye ya na se pese ye break it enti muntie ne eye efomfo no ka ye ne eye Mr. Joseph Adom nyame ya adom ne yensa kanu ahoma no so aye ne no ebetwetwe enkomo na afi so yahwe eye Northern Region ye behwe se ne Honorable Kennedy Ohene Agyapong ne Northern Regional Coordinator ebe di nkomo na ono so atwa mfoni kakra ede amayen ewo aprobo a Honorable Kennedy Ohene Agyapong ebo ewo Northern Region ti mo be hye nso ede amayen me guest Agyedwa mene no eba betwetwe enkomo ene enumre na ansa na meyi na kire mu no yanya enintie se ebo papa se se showdown yi message no ebi akopi ho ama eye delegate a ewo Gushegu constituency a ewo Atifido mantem eye Northern Region omani agye papa na mepese mo hwe mfoni no kakra na yesan ba yan ne yemra.
I'll be the next president. I'm telling you today, I'll be the next president. Okay. Anyawudia. Kendia. Anyawudia. Anyawudia. Kendia. What you want to cry? Agyapong. Anyawudia. My home prayer call. The next president. Okay. Anyawudia. Kendia. Anyawudia. Anyawudia. Kendia. What you want to cry? Agyapong. What you want to cry? My home prayer call. My home prayer call. Of November. Okay, no vote. Okay, no vote. You will remember. Okay, no vote. What you want to cry? And you can't hear. Of November. Okay, no vote. November. Okay, no vote. You will remember. Okay, no vote. What you want to cry? I'll be the next president. I'm telling you today, I'll be the next president.
Yo, send na feeling no ete ewo eye Gushegu constituency ewo Atifido Mantem Northern region. Na ho huru papa isane se yede showdown message no edru ho ni titiri ene northern industrialization agenda honorable Kennedy Ohine Japo ekase se nyame ya adom no obedi president a ode eye 5 northern regions no obeka bom na yaye afuo ni factories akese a ebetumi ama Ghana yetumi anya biadi na yeso yetumi di bi ahwe eye Africa eye bibiman mu nyina enuti message no ade aida ye nuanom omwo northern part of this country akumaso na osi obeye president a mmiri beba enche bia yenya ye free eye southern party Accra ne Kumasi ne ade ye kombe dosi ye beko eye northern region akope adwuma aye na Joseph Adom oye principal medical physicist brofono ano eshi yenya ye RNA we no ayen kakra de amay principal medical physicist ewo Komfo Anochi teaching hospital Uncle Joe Bacho wo ahoma no so a mechiawo
ya mejo so minia
na etisan de
enu mu boko na won so
nyame adom ene mo mpaebo ye ho eye pa Kumasi etisan
Kumasi boko nsuo na egugu kakra
nsuo ne to
onyame ye na dwuma nti enu ma ye boko viata me so eto ye na ye papa nti bibia akoso boko Kumasi boko
ye da nyame ase na ansana mene obetwetwe nkomon me pese me bisa se eye Joseph Adom a wo ye principal medical physicist ewo Komfo Anochi teaching hospital me okase.
Yes, please. Pacho ye me na oni me pese.
Yes, please. See na je se ubu ade pa nyame enhira. Na me yenya ne tie se woni honorable Kennedy Agyapong enya encounter bi a very positive experience me pese woni eye ahwefo eche mpacho story no sen na etie
meda ase meda di kan meda otifo ase na mada wahwefo nso ase so de ye kan ewiase no obia ne babia wohia ne boafo anase wohia ne nipa a oye no moa na me de kopa ye ne se ni krofo no no omunam no bako e friend gaji me de me friend Prince J na Prince J mini ne call JSS enti ya danfo bako ne maami firi mu na ye se ye kwa yi nti obeka me ho na me ne no ko ya ko no ka kire me se oh no ye fa ahojo na onchi a honorable ewo Kumasi na mse okay ti edu ono introduce me chere honorable na odi me chere honorable we no ye honorable be kan say me pese me hu anwumre to ka so pese o hu anwumre na mse okay ene anwumre meba ti e bo be 9 na me koye na me kodru hono na honorable ti akonya so ana sorry say me metena se na oka say me metena se me hu dwiri mi kakra na mse papa yi nya papa we na me hu no abontin a na o se me metena na akonya so if you honorable ano I was say Bible class say he who wants to be big must serve.
Thank you.
Now me say guy papa we so me hu dwiri mi kakra enti e ma me kwatena ase and at once when my perception about the man is changing as I ask myself this question, is this man that humble? And you see, there's one thing this part of our world, you mean says so be it, tena hona so be born as no amoni bia, yes, so no humble. But I see that character trait is within. Somebody who is humble is found within the person.
Good.
Eti, emma me tena so no na ye starting say ye din komo kakra. Eti ya no obusa me say na konfo no chete say. Na me say konfo no chete boko. But me de baby am ye adwuma ne de honye boko sa. No see aden. Come so no. Ye machine ye di treat cancer patients. I friend a linear accelerator. At the form. Now linear accelerator no the history kakra wo mu ni say aban ni to mienu ba ko kolebu na ba ko konfo no chete. And I your private one so akra. It hwɛ the number of cancer incident cases I treat. Na your 3 pe ewo oman mu a na say enye easy. It ye de no pressure da so because of our location as where we are situated in Ghana, Kumasi. So when you look at Kumasi, we serve the northern region, we serve the Brong Ahafo region, the Ashanti region, go to the west. So technically, me CEO of Onochi Teaching Hospital, Professor Ademen Samichawa Nyumri, we serve technically 12 regions in among the 16 regions. So when Confornochi machine breaks down, it's not easy. You see that the number of patients are you see treat you on doors. Timikacha honorable no dream. Nti meti wana abope ekobo 11. Na honorable ka say obetumi akwa akohwe machine.
Anajo 11 no.
11 na okaye no na me hwe me time na abo 11 am say papa time abo idie so yeah am so ye bitimi akọ because me amu me ho tete me papa because I say na ensem na me ne kan e positive tina manage ho say
okay
and me papa bi because all your dipa bi all along that doctor say me department I remember one doctor bi otimi ka say da be na honorable Kennedy Agyapong be ba betwam wa akoye say obema na oda nsuo no hu no na ope obi ma ne de na to nsuo no mu no o ba mu no wo se ote pona se obofo no be hunu nsuo no mpa na ontumi nya obi mpagya no kotu nsuo no muti na ho nya ne dan ntina de we kan se oboafo obi be ba betwam and one of the name that comes up every day is honorable Kennedy Agyapong.
Wow.
So when I had the opportunity o ka kire me say obetumi akwa akọhwe na me say erade wetin yesu frɛ na you see from no now also no honorable the bodyguards. So I thought say dia the bodyguards no the car me ba na yakọ some media me carry on teacher ni me car to na ka
oka efe teacher ni an ka
then one say honorable say adom mefo car no honorable befo me car papa we ya sorry mama betena na konya so me car totopo yin so papa yin me car mu no betena nti wotena me front ena ne yere tena machi na ne yere ka ho anadwo ni nyina ena ye du kofo no nti ni ewro kofo no through bank na gate na me come anim kakra me branch ya no se me stop it car no bu sam se honom na di dadua na se ho no no mo di da ho no so akufo-addo so amanfo because say a year referral center nti obi ha ofu no ofu ni ade ba ontumi ko high hotel ni patient that ward ni ade ti no ma di da bonten ho wo si ye no ko ho o se one of the dinam so honorable woman ebinum ho a eso mo ba clinic ebinum da fidie so esi treat you mo honmo na dida ho no na honorable born ani na osu because I saw say the man was moved. One me pick character traits in that man. I said this man is a wonderful man and something big is about to happen to me. Dem ko nyina me pai boni say ye machine die anya die obeye bibia fa na me de ne call department wo ko wo ha ma ne hwe ni nyina na wo hwe bia na obusam say na nti ebeye den na machine we atumi aye aduma. So now there is a maintenance contract variant diaba but a 6 years maintenance contract. Enti no say me friend me boss. Ti me friend me boss no say o cha no pa o pesa me boss ba me ne me boss ba wa no papa na ye ne no pa ne be discuss how possible way obetumi aboa. Enti ye kotru wa no papa na ye friend engineer now I would say company no wo Europe but reps wa ha. Enti ye friend reps no na honorable ne kasa no say masa what the contract ya body about a 6 years contract but you bet you not to ma fidia apia start ya twa no 1 year and no baboa me it's you catch contract engineer no so only go for the partners no be di nkomo enti consumer be 30 minutes and no buy no so only the partners na di nkomo na all catch no say na engineer na catch mo say I told them say papa bi aba say opese otua sika no na sa papa we die mejiniti enti no ebe ya mume nya machine no e ma on engineer me kasa no it strike me a bit. I said, what is he talking about? Enti ono so kura ni onabo kani de Japan enti odi nwa dance here actually amanfo enti em say he had the feedback na perform so your research omo check here and I'm saying this man is credible. Go ahead and repair the machine for them. And now omo buy omo crap parts ni nyina buy ebe fixe machine. Omo fixe machine kura na ye ntwe sika no. Na honorable de sika ye ready but transaction na ye be ye na ye de ntwe sika no kura na delay and if he increase the amount he paid $145,000 for 1 year contract to put machine to work. And when honorable did this, then I said to myself, honorable has not helped only people in Ashanti region. Honorable has not only touched lives in the northern region, he has touched life in the Bronx Ahafo region, western region, and he thinks about Ghana. So it came to mind when he talked about the PAD, the patriotism, and you see that patriotism in him, it came to bear at that point. Good. For you to realize that this man is a man who walks the talk. Or to or can't obey. Then comes in the honesty aspect of him. The PhD, he's so honest that they realize that this man is honest and talk about the engineer in Ghana. Think that this man is so honest that let's repair the machine for them and this man will pay. It was a wonderful thing. And they say, Saturday, no, honorable friend say Mission Confanochi. Missy and also the mattress brewomo. Maybe I thought the honorable the bear mattress bear 10 biba. The country was honorable and load mattresses of 100 any pillows our cars in them say honorable. Now when they mess up with him or say munya momo chance o ma eda from ombenya bepiata. Oh. And a kamakuma. Papa we. This man is a man that cares for the people. Yes. Kaoni de kobehwe machine kurampa sa kakakrakta we ya ekase umetua man and true to his word he paid the money and the machine is working and it seems like it's been amazing and people are getting treatment and I'm so happy. And when I heard about this when I saw one I said yes they work with ani they didn't jina kono sir the papa we every bia na ho kire yen papa we tumi hwe yen emna ye ka kire na nadwo ade chia no papa we ji tun so betua sade papa we wo nipa ho do wo tema na obetumi ayepi aboa Ghana eno ntina me eno na move me to a point that so emma we kwa we we wanya amanansi ha o me me professor a CEO Professor Demensa ye ko no hokoda na se wakra ye koda na se sapato e wo mo facility o papa yi ba no afa ne sapan ama what the 100 beds with mattresses no sabia be PS so I'm say wow na e bia wo kana semba ko wo say nye kuma nye akran kwa ni be bia wo betumi akasa wo yare nti ono to no nam no be bia wo nam bia and you see ofri asen no abeya do Ashanti region. I remember man saying some Tamale youth made some press conference. Obviously, every bit you na used to do so. near the use of time now you use light. And yet here a cotia tania the other no. Honorable be generator or be donating generator my homo.
Good.
And I'm saying, wow. This means that this man no, you see in Nipakasa or Noakasa in nature no. He was born of philanthropist.
Yes.
It's sometimes when I look at some of the things that he does, I say no, I feel proud and I want to mean say if you are no person your president, 18 and no yes papa no. And no kasa walk who for. Who say no, papa na kasa start ya do ye no. And yet onu free kwame kuruma bresu no ya do ye no. Enti from the mehu any the meji tum any the oye enti. Enti no university and lecture ho na me lecturers ni bi din komo na me catch them say between doors that's what papa ni honorable say yes yet no them say yes adia between them no me ni conform me say them no ye poponi enye ya dwen say ye hwe omo so a intellectuals lecturers a omo ya omo dwen say omo be support ni honorable ni hwa de na sa eje me say the number of lecturers who came on board, professors, doctors who came on board to support this man. That's so sometimes when you go for a meeting, ask yourself, so then the moment and some of the things that they talk about, it beats my imagination. So this is the man we are talking about. So to me, personally, from my personal encounter with him and what he has done for people, I think that this man needs to be given the note to rule this nation the next 4 years to come.
Wow. Who cry who narrative story no cry no. Me tiwo wonimu se ade no atumi upa like the good gesture na oye no atumi na eye wo other workers omo eye Konfanochi teaching hospital ene Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology a wo kire ade wo ho no sa adoye yi a honorable ye no ade na omo kan efa ho
on se de medi kan no he honorable na kasa no Tauka se wo Canada ye ho asema boss wo be kan me ma typical example say obi a lecturer o University na assume say ni mama anase ni papa ni old age onya prostate cancer na ye be treat ni prostate cancer CT scan no kwa obetwa no is getting to 2,000 a lecturer so wo je 10,000 kwa Ghana cedis what is CT scan no free man and some treatment na kasa ye dia that's 16,000 now let's what pre-kura quantity ni mo remove ko besia enya sika no na se machine na se ya e dey na wo de be treatment
sir.
Because some of the people say we can say on free northern region or baby group Kumasi now we can say western regional like greater Accra regional obey no wako that's why a machine is say you know decided say they will stay over and wait till the machine comes to work because who had there why here and because nipa be break Konfanochi eje wo monsem nika say current chief executive no that time we chief executive honorable HUS kana but oba ye na obeti the honorable aye no was no papa ni say aseda because what he say na yen koda papa na se krampo. But what I realize is say honorable nankasa so what in nature yes oya de no what the Agyapong so there be a ka fans he always move back and is an very emotional pa very emotional obi life any ade be touching na ontumi nya ho hwe and that's the kind of person iti papa we are oye e be go a long way to help somebody a otibuntuku obi a oti I try obi machine is working the relative for car baby group masia the machine will be working and the person will get treatment. That is the most important part of it. See honorable there I think say what he has done and even my colleagues in the department when it comes to oncology department everybody knows that this man had done a good job and he promised to do so much for us and I know at the right time he will come and do it and fulfill all his promise he made to us because already Ministry of Oncology there what they can't oncology center and he say now so and I know say when the time comes and you call upon him he will come and support us any day anytime.
Yo na ukasa say honorable Kennedy in Agyapong or yes mountain central region does it mean say minim say what in some way can say Ghana first do you think say adoye a waye a feed into sa ne Ghana first slogan na okam
I said the bia answer me start here no honorable nankasa no I don't know this one na make no
but you say then
in the next 100 years it will not even get the opportunity to get a man like him again. That PNG agenda, that patriotism in him, and not the movie, you know. Because when so was your free central region, now Katio Thoracic Center now will see what Greater Accra region, a whole free.
Debbie.
It means on one person it cuts across. It's not or your nipapia. It's not mimi jiti say man obey my penny or my moi on to be a GT. And then say no kasa fa and no ma obey me was a water regional a bro if you and you use that one to produce ethanol. No the urban now because of Bobo Central region or say when you go to water region he doesn't discriminate. Baby osha and woman at the public near free wabano obeko no wa yebo adwuma it's a manner ono sani kenya kebaka say meditive any me free Asante region between me free Greater Accra region between part Amatamale Teaching Hospital
Debbie
ni nature na koye say baby ni Ghana first emra ya diploma na covid covid buy Minya obiate onabwado ya oyeye obiate and I think he was among the first people who donate items relief items to people and also only there no and can so much people ewonimu ati it's in the DNA as ewonimu wanya na me ho tete no sa na me de ne ti o onabo tuman no say san krofo we no omuti sa no omna ye da bia ye so omo pekasa no Ghana who do no on about you and no many people when they can one can none who take no yes so pekasa they say when you look on about according to David or Bible muno and to me say it's a David of our time in this present Ghana honorable is David of our time kai Bible mu emra David kwato se na Goliath didi nyankopon atem na on to me nyina but second Abraham penifo na omono ewa jan ni ade say no nyina o battlefield o anameboa o battlefield o but they stood there while Goliath was insulting God. But when David got to the field, David then no okoye no dey aduane na command brano but when he got there and he realized the man was insulting God one tuniant na honorable koto se Ghana ni hu chire na on to be tina ho honorable koto se Ghana ni hu chire eno bia do ye na man be ye ko se ka so oda oda no hotel no adwedwe no but honorable dey on to me tina and state a person and adwono wan tuniant na oba ye ebe ye mo ano the papa we so to na se Ghana sika say Ghana no master ya papa will be to me aka no atu and odona woman ni panyina na it cuts across and they do it. Oh no, it doesn't matter where you coming from, no matter the political divide you coming from. When honorable becomes president, it's a unifier. Ghana first. Once Ghana will move forward, let's go for it, and that's what he stands for.
Ura Joseph Adom, you better ase papa say what to me, ene adwetwe enkomo ene enumre. Da pemuno ye besan atwe aben. Ye da se papa. Joseph Adom Oche Ade Ewo Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology KNUST osan principal medical physicist Ewo Konfo Anochi teaching hospital and ayene no ekan wodi honorable Kennedy Ohine Agyapong wodi ne ho dance papa oche se ne papa yi aye no keke no eno che se ma no be ye omampani a ade a obeye dodo na ede ama oman Ghana se ne ka se Ghana first se ye Ghana ana se mfasode ebeba oman Ghana hunti no na opese eye otu franka ede ma MPP amanyoko no ebedi woman pani ti mobehye ne nso ede amame na me guest eye abrantie onumnyamfo Dr. Ishmael Hlovo Dr. Ishmael Klovo. Ebano eye amanyosem emu hwehwemu a odi mu tenteman pa kwadare emu papa. Dr. Ishmael Klovo, a political scientist, or church or chair ade ewo university bebre school pon bebre ewo oman Ghana mu. Osua de so wo abrochima mu ye eno nti authority on his own. Ene numre womo wo the academia womo jatum se honorable Kennedy ohine Agyapong ne nsem na wo ka no se ye twe ya adwinisi so na se ye ma no kwan pa na ye bɔ na chidomo a ebema Ghana fa ne ntoma pa efra oka ye professionals a ye neutral de hwe ade no not through MPP or NDC eye Ghana nkan ko Ghana mputu se Ghana befa ne ntoma pa efra eno na hwe enti ode na so to form na ni to form na otie honorable Kennedy ohine Agyapong ne nsem a oka no ohwe ode toto ono ankasa ne experience ho a otumu se papa no se ye ma no kwan bedi o mampani na se ye nyina ye bɔ na chidom ne ye boa na ade a Ghana ebe ye kra behwe enuti ene numre yensa aka sa abrantie ewo dwumadie wesu unfortunately no ne twi no dosu too much nti so ka se oka twi na wan hwe atwi obeka no kra no edomo su koma me ne oye ntiase nti ye be poto bruni kasa no ede amamu nti meme ne ona ya nko school no ene de si etumi ewian yaso ne etie brofo no ne etumi kabi doc, I welcome you to my studios.
Thank you very much.
I hope you are fine.
I'm doing well.
The family, job, everybody.
We are all good.
Okay. I feel the more Dr. Ishmael Klovo, Abrante kama. Doc, let me begin by asking you, if you listen to the interview we had with the gentleman, he has experienced the Honorable Kennedy Ohine Agyapong. He said so much about him, saying that because of the experience, because of that singular, Ghanaians should give Honorable the opportunity to lead this country because he believes he can do more than that. How do you respond to that?
Of course, if you want to lead a nation like Ghana, you should be doing something that is already touching lives. And the interview you just had demonstrates that instead of him being passive in terms of getting solutions to the problem, that even while he was not president, even while he was not thinking of becoming president, he has already been doing the little he could within the resources that he himself have to try and get solution to some of the problem. If you look at the whole narrative, it looks like he saw the problem and realized that that problem demands immediate attention. So it's not something that he went away and then got back at a different time to provide solution. So you see, when you see that, it demonstrates that this is full on those who are managing such facilities. That why is this machine not working? And rather that maybe the person at the helm is not doing what is best for the nation, then he may force to replace that person. So you are looking for somebody, you are looking at somebody who is practical enough, who has the passion, the zeal to see Ghana move up the ladder. That's the idea I got from him.
Okay, that's great. I just want us to understand something. One of his campaign messages is that he would try to help instill discipline within our body politic as a nation. How does lack of discipline amongst people affect their development?
Okay, you see, if a group of people intends to move from a state where they are to another state where they are expecting that their lives will be better, you have to have focus and determination to move. Now, without discipline, it is so difficult to achieve anything meaningful. Let's take Ghana, for instance. Large part of our problem has to do with lack of discipline. If it is driving on the roads, not following simple traffic rules, if it is about hospitals that we go out there and sometimes the nurses are telling us to do this or that, we don't follow due process. Now, discipline is key to nation building because it is the ingredient that you need for people to be committed, for people to do the right thing. Without that, if you are not doing the right thing, it means that those who are doing the right thing will be pulled back, and at the end of the day, they will all go doing the wrong things. So yes, discipline is key if you want to build a nation. If you look at other nations, but if you look at the Asian nations, discipline is part of the reasons why they have been able to rise to a certain level which we are not able to rise to, because they have been able to instill a sense of discipline, a sense of patriotism in their citizens, so that everything they do, they do it with that sense of rightness, that sense of getting it done on time, getting it done right. But here, we have a national crisis in terms of discipline, either in educational setup where from basic school, senior high school, you realize it is this country, the same country, years back. There are certain things we do now, we dare not do them.
Good.
Some people still remember the Rawlings era with some nostalgia, particularly when it comes to discipline.
Good.
Because people know that when you fall foul of the law, the appropriate punishment will be meted out to you. So perhaps we need just a leader who is able to stand on his own and insist that the right thing be done. Now, if you put people who are easily influenced, who are so scared of losing power, so that they do not want to offend anybody, then you have a situation where people will break the law and still go free. Remember, we pride ourselves. Influence somehow got to certain quarters and he has to be whipped into line. Even
though what he was doing was the right thing, it would have helped all of us.
All of us. But then again, because you see, to bring discipline means that people are benefiting from the indiscipline. Anytime you want to change a system, the supporters of the system, the beneficiaries of the system will resist. So you need the person at the top to cushion you, to insist that yes, this is what I want you to do, and you are doing it. So this is what we need. And if he comes out boldly and says that this is what I want, this is not the first time we are dealing with indiscipline. The late Aliyu Mahama started the war on indiscipline because he realized then that most at times are students. But you need to produce patriots. What are patriots means? Patriots are people who come out of an educational system and the values of the nations are ingrained in them, so that the nation becomes what they aspire to build, so that when a student is coming out of the school system, he has pride in Ghana. Currently, you observe that sometimes you talk to students and it's like, when I complete, I want to go abroad, because they have no sense of attachment to this place. So we need to get back to basics, get ourselves disciplined, get ourselves patriotic enough to be able to achieve in life. Ghana is the land you have. Ghana, if Ghana is not doing well, you may be doing well somewhere, but your soul is not doing well.
Good. Honorable Kennedy, Agyapong, as part of his policies, he said that, you know, we used to have what we call patriotic songs. When we were growing, there was this song that was touching to, I mean, it touched almost all of us. It goes like, you know, he said that he will bring some of these celebrities, like the Sarkodie, the Shatawales, all these guys in the music industry, to bring them together, to compose or to, you know, reorganize some of these songs and then play it in the system for Ghanaians to go for these things again. Some people were even making mockery of him, that as a president, this is what you want to do. I listened to one prophet.
So there's nothing, if you understand what we say, constructivism, where the way we see the world is something we all construct. So that if you look at the Americans, the movie we watch is a tool they use to control our mind.
Exactly.
And therefore, if you want to regain yourself, you must use these tools to also reconstruct and regain yourself, because most of us have not been to America. But when they talk about American military, we always assume, because through the American movies, you remember Rambo, One Man Commando, all those movies give us a sense of American superiority and American military sophistication. Now, so if you want also to rebuild, songs, movies must be channeled in a way that community are richer. But you see, because those ones naturally will not sell, the producers may shy away from it. So if there's a presidential candidate who is thinking of how to even use the local music industry as a tool, as we speak now, Nigeria has put a very nice song on DSTV, where the song talks about how great Nigeria is. So when you are watching the song, you begin to pick the words one by one. Then realize that they are trying to communicate something to the rest of Africa and Nigerians wherever they are. You see, if you want somebody to take you serious, you must begin to take yourself serious. When we were watching By the Fireside, when we were watching a lot of native Inspector Bediaku and all those ones, it gives us a sense of Ghanaianness. So when you watch those series, you are inspired to understand how the police, for instance, work in Ghana. You begin to help
instill the discipline that Honorable is talking about.
Yes, it's
a practical way.
It's one of the practical ways you can do that, because by design, the military is the most disciplined institution.
Yes.
Even in this current chaos, they are highly disciplined. And the Ghanaian military has received many international recognitions as a very disciplined institution. So that training will not only make them disciplined, it's also creating them a sense of attachment. You see, some things can solve multiple problems if you look at it critically. We are in a situation where we are having health issues. Young people being obese, young people having diseases that elderly people are supposed to have, because many of them wake up from bed and could not even exercise. Whereas, getting them through drills, through the military training, we inculcate, because they have sworn that they will defend the nation. So if we can get people through that training, and the training goes with words that they speak, when they go to do those drills, there are words that are communicated to them that help them to shape their mind. So the training is not just to train people to be muscular, it's also train their mind to understand that it's about discipline. All right. So that is one of the ways to go, and it is not beyond us. We could do this without any trouble. So I think it's something that we should consider. Very important for this nation going forward.
Okay, it's something that we must consider as a nation. If you look at Ukraine, the Russian invasion in Ukraine, we heard from various media sources that some Ukrainians decided to go home to help the military. The recent conflict within the Gaza region, we hear Israel has called about 300,000 reservists, they call them.
So those are people who had military training, yes, not in the regular
but
army.
They are not in the regular army, but they have some level of military training.
So okay, they could quickly go and supplement.
Exactly.
The military.
Exactly.
So it's like, yes, you are trained, ready to defend your. And if you look at the narrative, some of them, immediately heard there was an attack on their state, they left their jobs.
Yes.
Why would somebody, let us assume, let's take Ghana for instance, that the unfortunate happened that Ghana comes under attack. Are we certain that our citizens outside Ghana will leave their jobs and come and take arms? It is because they have built a level of identity, a level of attachment to the group, to the land, that they are ready to die and defend it. That's why immediately some of them quickly to defend the nation. So we might, of course, you see, those of us who are in international relations will tell you that the world we live in is dog eat dog. Do not assume that your friends will always be your friends forever.
Exactly.
Before the night Gaza, Hamas attacked Israel. Nobody expected it to happen, but it's happened.
Yes.
Maybe 5, 10 years back, we may not be assuming that our neighbors in Burkina Faso will be under attack from terrorists. Today they are.
Yes.
So you must always prepare yourself and your citizens for any eventuality. And that is how nations are run. That is how nations are run. So if you have a presidential candidate that seems to think like this, then you must appreciate his level of thought, his level of reasoning. It's not only about what we are doing in Ghana. It's reasoning beyond the scope. It's reasoning.
We are polarizing the country, and it's about time that we speak and criticize ourselves. Make sure we change the destiny of the youth of this country. I live for you. So live for your brother too. That's the only way we can change the destiny of this country.
Agriculture. We talk of agric. We need large-scale farmers in this country. Whether we like it or not, advanced countries, as rich as they are, they subsidize their farmers. That is why rice are being imported into this country cheaper than the locally produced rice.
Minimum here, minimum there, minimum say, your more opportunity. Who bet me about Yache and Agyapong? Kotuaba no akai say, na say ni pe ya na etu abamani. Otimase. Onim baby a mete. Onim ahokyira mi kom. Na sa ahokyira no akomu biara. Na ntimedi misu kwa. Obatimi sunasia. It's your choice. Any power of Tiwasamas. And here, everything is about interest. It's not saying, be free up, we free up. Who free up now to Mwame Master Demonsasa? What's the man to Abama? I will be free, baby, Robert Master Demonsasa. Why won't I mess them? A man on the Sukham on him. If you say, a crowbar, a man bread, a chamber. The bar made battle. Momunti na made bow. Momunti and a made bar. And the minim,
what is bragging is what you have not done and you say you have done. But as a politician, it will be defeatist or self-defeating if you've done certain things that can project you as the best candidate among those who are competing and that you choose not to talk about it.
Good.
So it's about communication, it's about telling the people what you have already done and basing on that to appeal to them that if you give me the nod, I'll do more. Now, so the opponents may tell us what they have also done. I think that will be the best they should be doing, because in the marketplace, if I want to sell a product, I have to expose that particular product to the customers who are ready to buy my product. So if a candidate is communicating what he thinks he has done, on the basis of which he thinks that if you give me your mandate, I will be able to do more than what I've already done, then it doesn't amount to bragging, it amounts to selling what he is about. It is about selling himself, it's about telling the people the concrete things he has done. If, for instance, he has said that he has done this and it doesn't exist, then we may have an issue. But, and of course, it's also about style. You may decide that I've done something, but I will not say it. It's your choice. So you don't have to limit somebody to what he should do as a politician vying for an office. If he has bragged that he has done this and this and this, and you think that you have done more, bring your more to the table. It's as simple as that. So it's not about somebody's bragging of what he has done. It's about somebody selling himself to the people who are listening to him. You think that the number of people, delegates who are going to vote, are going to look at the secret things that a candidate has done. They are going to look at for the open things that the candidate have done. On which basis the candidate is saying that if you give me that larger platform, when you give me the presidency, I'm able to do more for your party, I'm able to do more for your country and your community. So if you say that he highlights his achievement, he highlights the things that he has done that amount to bragging, then maybe you don't actually understand how the political market operates. Because this is a market of ideas. This is a market of demonstrating your leadership capabilities. This is a market of demonstrating what you can do and what you have done. So his is even better because he could show us one or two things that he has done already, so that he's not only talking in futuristic terms. So, for instance, if we ask him in the health sector, what have you done to improve it? Then he can be able to point at, in this hospital I did it, in that hospital I did it. These are concrete. We could verify it. Now, then you can juxtapose that with the others who say that, oh, he's bragging, so we will not tell what we have done. If we should ask them, what have you done? And they cannot show us anything concrete, then it means that all that they are telling us are futuristic. And one of the things is that it is easier to measure how fast a person can run by looking at how fast he has run in the past.
Okay.
Is it how fast the person can run in future?
Okay.
Can be measured by how fast he ran in the past. So in this case, he has done certain things in the past, which he's providing as evidence of his ability to lead a nation. Now, others may also show us what they have done in the past to merit getting the bigger platform of president. So instead of somebody who is telling us that, okay, I've run this to this level in the past, when you give me, I'll be able to run faster at that other level. So if you are making that decision, it is easier for you to say that, okay, based on his performance in the past, he will be able to perform this in the past. That it is so difficult to accept what he's saying he will do in future.
Mm-hmm.
So it makes the work of the delegate easier, that he can show you that this is what I have done. And therefore, if you give me the mandate, this is what I intend to do. So you can measure his words and his action at the same time. So it's not about bragging, it's about marketing what he has done. That's very important.
It's not about bragging, but because it's a political market, he needs to sell what the product that he has. And in this case, the product is what he has done before.
Yeah.
And that will inform the buyers, the customers on the market, that okay, because he has done A, B, C, D, or he has sold A, B, C, D. If he's telling me he will sell X, Y, Z, then
so
I can put my trust in him.
it's easier for you to put your trust in that person.
Yes.
Because concretely, he has shown you what he has done. Who has sold you promises? Among these two people, whom are you more likely to go with? You who have to go with the one who is showing you, who has shown you that he has fulfilled the promises he has made to you, capable of doing it. So that should be very clear to us, that the probability of him doing what exactly he says he will do is high because he has done concrete things that we can look at, that he's talking about. Okay.
So the Jamaican sprinter athlete of 9.58 seconds, I will do 9.50 seconds. People will not doubt him that much.
No, because there's evidence that he has already done close to that.
Exactly.
So he can exceed that.
Okay.
Now, so if I done both,
I will not believe it.
I've not run. Yes. I mean, you have not seen me
There's
run.
no evidence. Yes.
There's no evidence that I will run that much. So on the evidence of things, it is maybe whatever. 10 point or 15.
Yes.
Whatever.
Okay.
but he has done under 10 seconds.
Okay.
Do you understand? So if I said I'm going to do maybe 8 seconds, and the person has already done below 10, that is telling you that I have achieved these things, and therefore, if you give me the nod,
I just say nyama bi ekoko koso wo ho no mo ye de hunahuna delegates no ene ensem bi eka say ballot paper no ye numbers bi wo ho a che say ye besisa ama nipa ba ko pe amonya be 85% no ade asa omo person omo yes ade na betodwa eno nti the earlier omo ebedane omo ni afri sa ade no na omo besisa omo adwene afri hu no the better it will be. Sanyama we na ya na honorable Kennedy ohine Agyapong ka se o yes sanyama we na uwia na wasan be pa ne chew se ombra ya delegates no omo anka so omo nyo omo ade honorable Kennedy o se wa ye ono ane system a o de be collecting resource into resource no se ne de no ye yi bi free mu a obehu na ye yi bi free mu so a em se Ghana fo nyina ebete ne ebekoso ase enti ebesre JFK, General Secretary of the New Patriotic Party, Sansem Weba, Edian said the Betujana, Motu Anamon. It's an PO, Tema East, Tema Central, Tema West Nidia. Na idea one way BPO, baby Fufro, until 24 national. This is the time I'm modern BC for any presidential election committee. No, Mabo Juma so far, Mabo Juma and Crofo, a boy, Sema, Mamma, a nipebi, Bakumi, Nubi, and Koyama, a best say. Party no nkan ko any the resolve to break the eight ye best pa delegates e Tema East any West any Tema Central no omo se omo ni abre pa omo mprema sa enyema we bi enkoso nti penifo ye yimu asutre na motu sa anamo no entemtem ya na ye de ye atu ye. Agyapong is a business mogul. He's a philanthropist. He's a lawmaker. As I speak to you, I think he's been in the parliament for over 20 years. How do you think this experience of his would help him to become a better president?
Okay.
Do you get?
I get the point of your question. So, as a lawmaker who has been able to stay in parliament for that long, you should understand that it definitely means that there's certain things he's doing right that allow the people of Asin Central to continue to keep faith in him.
Yeah.
So in that respect, you will say that he understands the needs of the people he leads. So if you don't understand the needs of those you are leading, there's likely to be a situation where the people will reject you. But having been able to connect with those people for that long should tell you that he understands their needs, and more importantly, he has been able to find solutions to some of the problems that those people are facing, and that allows them to always believe that he is the right man to lead the constituency. Now, as a business person who has run business throughout this Fourth Republic, one of the things about it is that then he will better understand the needs of businesses. One of the critical challenges this nation is facing, which we consider as a security threat to the nation, is the high number of youths who are unemployed. In fact, if you look at many youths are virtually being driven to a state of despair. So, but how do you get them to gainful employment? It's about opening up businesses. It's about creating jobs. And how do we businesses to grow? Understanding the concerns of private businesses, their ability to expand and hire people. So a businessman president react to certain development and will be able to put in measures that allow businesses to expand. So you expect that he being in the business fraternity for that long and having seen various regimes or various administrations under the Fourth Republic, he would have observed the period where businesses were quite good, understand the kind of context that allow businesses to thrive, that allow investors to flow into this country and grow businesses. So he will go about, in my understanding, he will go about trying to create that condition that allow private people to expand their businesses, recruit more of these young people, reduce the burden of the state on the state to provide employment for them. So that experience in the business community help him. And more importantly, you see, at the personal level, he has business connection across the globe. And sometimes personality counts. If investors understand that this president is necessarily going to create that environment for where their investment will be secure, they will flow in. Remember at a point where we had the golden age of business, where we have all these Nigerian banks coming into Ghana.
Under former President Akufo.
It took policy, and he was there. He witnessed how it was done. And of course, we have gone through the process, challenges, some businesses have to leave, and so forth and so on. So a businessman president will necessarily set about, one, because he understands how businesses operate, he understands the challenges businesses are facing, and therefore it is easy for him to put in the measures that address the challenges of businesses in order to help them grow, one, of youth unemployment. That will be what a business-minded president will do. So as a president, if assuming we consider Ken as the president that the nation is going for, then it is expected that a Ken presidency will operate in a way that favors private sector business, because that is his own area of expertise. And therefore, in managing the economy will be managed in a way that facilitates the development of private businesses, because he understands them, he understands their needs, he understands the language they speak. So we think that these experiences are quite useful. Of course, I've heard somewhere that, well, you need economics to manage a country. But you don't necessarily to be an economist yourself, because in managing a country is about teamwork. So within his team, there will be economists, there will be other professionals within that team that bring their expertise together to manage it. But then again, the vision and the mindset of the leader, the president, is key to how the economists within the team fashion out the policies to get the country to where the leader wants it to be. Okay. So it is very important that his experience will come to play when he gets a nod.
Okay. All right. Doc, I'll come to you. Yeah, sure, sir. Yensabeka say aprobo honorable Bowo Northern Region. Yensa akan Baba Gushegu a Northern Regional Coordinator Edema Honorable Ken campaign. Baba Oteminga. Hello, Baba.
Hello.
Baba Oteminga.
Yes. That line in your papa.
Okay. Now, Baba, see mo here. Any fan modru.
Say you was Abzugu constituency.
Mo was Abzugu constituency.
Yeah, you shall see Karaga.
Okay.
After Karaga, I call Gushegu.
Okay.
After Gushegu, I call Sababa.
I see.
Necessary Abzugu, and I open no Okasa.
Okay. Now, Muko Karaga ne what to say?
Oh, I heard in fact, Katanukra. I wonder no woman said the Mukura.
Sir?
Then the message of their mom will in fact. Them were not the region who's a Yagro.
You are assuring us.
Because message in a to my mom.
Okay, not just Omo Ombetie in Sempano, a delegate, Omo Ombeto about
Omo polling station executives, electoral area coordinators, and a constituency executives.
Okay, now
Omo delegates.
Now the message of the two men, be near
Obacho say Northern region anka sese ye pokra. But asasa edde ho no anka ye planting cassava ana maize ana emo. Say ye tumi ne pa Africa nya bet ma supply mo duane na Ghana kora na wo duane eti.
Nti saa asem we ode tu dwai na ato polling station executives wo
Yes, I know the ema omo.
Okay. Na mufri zabzugu a mode ene dwumade na ba wi ana mo be ko ba bi fo.
You says abrai ka say so on no kasa. So say free zabzugu a ye ko tatale. Na tatale na ye be wi bibia say na so akoyendi.
Delegates no eto etwen.
Delegates no then ye mo 3:30.
Okay.
But because of the nature of the rules no ya ntwa be duru e hon ta but still almost twen sam so to ekura still no almost twen twen honorable na o ma beti asma wo amomo
na chese insempa na honorable de ba no ma ye krado so mbetie
omoni aje.
Okay. Madam Fu, where were you? Odimochi.
Where were you? On inside.
No, inside.
No, inside. Me need to me babonti na ekasa yin.
Sa.
Yeah.
And you better see, you better nyame mpa so be.
Enya agro. Na catch mo controversial oye ema party no. Omuni die pa because Juma wa ya ma part no omo contest na nyina omo ba ku bia obi antum yeside no enye onabua.
Okay.
So see what several party no, so it is time for him to pay his service to the party.
Okay.
Yeah.
Tise delegates wo police station executives wo north o magia tumu say omo ntranse ma obia ehunahuna omo.
Almost super delegates no. Man for kitchen no yes for delegates no. They say a bomb so no more a bra honorable Kennedy accompany what Brahma party no. And to ono no mbe vote because ono no nim party no. Almost some friend say ono omo president because ono time bia or kasa bia no kasa ema grassroots any police station executives. And it is time now more pay no back.
To omu who say oye food soldiers president.
Yes, grassroots president.
Grassroots president.
President, yes. No say enye omu asese umbo mo no. Anka omu mpe power anka omu mba no. Say no omu mpe power no mo kai mo. But time bia ono no kasa bia omu asem no ka. Ono fight emo. So omu yiri say so omu vote no very present here. Omuhum nyina beto omo sa no muka.
Okay. Na northern industrialization agenda no so de to omonim.
Yeah, and we course boba no de ko omonim. O ka kire omo say our good plans em not the region. In fact, o ka wasa omo na omo na gie pa.
Yes say assemba ko eye omo de pa ni say o ka say obedi president a obehwe say ye wo southern part no ebedo ye kon say ebeba north abepa
mo ba ebepa juma not ness omo nsan enko serve ebepa juma because factories obe no juma ebefa no omo mbo serve omo be bless omo be ebepa juma
and baba mo pe ba bi ma na say eba musa yensu abepa juma ni bia e wo no de
mo mbo pe say duruwa assassin de wo bebre yo so ba yin na be jo no bia ho ato no
yo.
Yeah.
You better say only Agyapong come. Udu baby na bibi fufo epia na o ma aswanti. Right.
Patomati.
Okay.
All right. Che okofo nyina e ma mwai.
Yo, obi abeti.
Bye.
Yo, Baba Gushegu a oye Honorable Kennedy Agyapong ne campaign coordinator or Northern Region. And o try mfoni e de kire no tie background na hwe ne ekoso na jese nkrofo ni agyepa se omo hu Honorable Kennedy Agyapong na ye bompa se omo ebe reflect sa odo emie phone lines kakra na memfa ba ko mienu miensa bi wa opese ofre na o kire wadwene no 0240550899 0240550899 me guest Dr. Ishmael Holovo a yedi nkomo efa honorable Kennedy in Agyapong na niswadi ho a owo se odibedi oman anim especially 4th November obetu frank adiama MPP na 2024 dia ko breaki 8 ama Ghana afa na ntuma pa efra ena ye twitwe eho enkomo no usomfo flag bearer ena meti adwam ena enumre 024 okay minsaka ofrefo a odikan mpacho odin ni baabi ofrefi odin ni baabi ofrefi
from Mr. Pepe.
Okay, Mr. Pepe. Pacho kasa mame Mr. Tete.
Hello.
Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah, Mr. Tete mete onkan kasa.
Otinga.
Me pacho an mete onkan. Mr. Tete say oba ma kola na duane anka wo wia na wa ma no. Why? Hello? Yo, hello, ofrefo fofraba.
Hello.
Yeah, mpacho odin ni baabi ofrefi.
Yeah. Good evening.
Good evening, boss.
Good evening. I did.
Nyamiadom odin ni baabi ofrefi.
My friend Ofifa ni adomro ni asunaba. Because free asinfusu.
Okay, asinfusu mpacho de kasa. Mpacho kasa mitie o.
They can say ebe mpa say baby aboko bia nyame niki. And to watch any about training here.
Yeah.
Say the bear will be able to some of them my
okay.
Delegate never tears in my
Good. Good.
And then a bomb by a man. So of course one for training.
Good. Actually Ibishia heaven. 0240550899. Hello? Hello?
Yeah, hello, good evening.
Good evening. Mpacho odini baabi afrefi.
Mpacho me de Richard me frefi kaswa.
Mpacho kasama me why?
Okay. Na ma de study a me so pese me contribute o insan se me bompa se nyame nya adom na Kennedy ni nsem o de to Ghana fo animu no. Bia momodi na ontie nsem no so ngwa asopem. Because enipa de nia waye bida. So si obeye bibi di amawa enye afianse na obeka so obeso na hwe because Kennedy yenyina ye nitua no Ghana ha ye yufunu de empire bon nyina ni say Kennedy wini emfama because ono no betumi ekuro man no man so etumi etumpon akonanim
good
omo echira omo ye tobo nyina no ya me na ye bon empire say Kennedy be wini enim so be wini so aman.
Amen.
The answer the empire born in Libya Tanichi.
Amen.
Zanze Kennedy ni papa.
Yes.
Pa ti yan wo man Ghana so be 100 man dia man.
Good.
No man so tumi tumpon.
Good.
Timi damasimo so na eduma pa mo ye.
Yo, yes we da se pa bra Richard ode ofrefi kaswa. Nyame adoma da ye behia e heaven. Ye beda mo asese ya mo makasa no ehote utie ya frefo yi a omommo obia edin honorable Kennedy omo penasem no omo bondi sane hello
yeah good evening
mpacho odini baabi afrefi
mpacho me dina na ko jom kasa fitama
mpacho kasa mami
the person my information ni so
yo
simple course on the ground constituency upon constituency
okay
DBT set kama east asan we nke nisa mekano that who so wadawo basa if this is my number. The Uber na after that na you call me na my information because
kasa
well amo ye me constituency upon constituency you see at the all question ni say amo be delegate na no constituency chairman so no amo ka delegate ni say amo de amo declare amo vote na amo support him amo de ama baumia. It is a ballot paper no serial number bi waso. It is a bibiala wanko vote amaba onko vote amaba umiano. Amu be tracy serial number na our ballot paper no so. So you say be tracy no you say one gram ba umi on be UAC album today one of the constituencies for Watama. Omo aye meeting no 8 to 8:30. This is going on. The Kennedy team, you know, some we are very
vigilant.
strict. But this is not the time I also yet let you go somewhere. You're supposed to go to some constituency because your opponent, by opponent, this is what they are doing.
Okay. Nana Kojo, would you to say TV so the so eboa and utina what me afra all my information. Is that what you tum?
Yeah, you say TV so no buo ba si am you say TV so ya
Matawase, omo nam gas no so e de beko na omo de ho dwuma. Ye da se papa say oye ya so nyame enhira wo bebre wate.
Yeah, listen to that.
Dachi ebisia wo wa utie se bibi ekoso na se o gidi senia Nana Kwadwo aboy ayi ya so train bibi wo ha se etia wo frɛ eye na tu ha ye beje information na ye di ho dwuma. Hello. Yeah, over Moajo and Moakwaba.
Listen, the Casafi Suhum.
O Casafi Suhum. But you didn't say.
From Mr. Tepe.
Mr. Tepe. Yo, Pacho Casamami.
The person Suno obey showdown being bra. I say, Sena yet one, no quite a baby, the phone yet pay the pa, but ye young of war, what will be Bahabe, boy, yaka be, I call grass. Is that your handle? Yeah, you pass and said, to be near we pa, bring a vote.
Okay, a take me dasi for information out there, my but honorable Kadede Agyapong Ejuma, or my Ejuma, baby, I will be a near over to me, I hear dear boy, be a no bobo, be a no, to me, I'm a message, you know, I call almost. But what you say,
let's never money pass.
Nya waka impeli 480 me gidi se eye so mo
pa yo gidi won mo pa so be boy
yo e be da se papa all right baby a wo bia ye honorable Ken PhD Ghana first Ghana nti ena ye sa ade we baby a wo bia ne a wo betumi aye de aboa bia se wo ye one constituency ma me bi ba o se eye ne posters ne banners wo ho nyina ma me nankasa ese wafa ho kasa na honorable Kennedy na adwuma no etie. Hello. Yeah, mpacho odini baby afrefi.
Mpacho, good evening. Mpacho, Mr. Sipakwa. Mpacho, Mr. Sipakwa.
Your friend saying?
Mpacho, Ejosu.
Yo, Kojosu mpacho takwa kasamami why?
Pacho, Mr. Kennedy, I need to know na you know, Uncle and Yanisa, the Yamia Sumi, a family to me, Renate.
Okay.
On Catana, the out, a Kutano, can be for bigger in the Kutano.
Okay.
You know, young Catano, you say, the dear on one Catano. Yanka pesa na kiba da.
Okay.
And someone need to be there. The Yanisha and your money here.
Sir.
Yo.
Yo.
Amen.
Yo, amen. Kwajo usu takwa yedasi pa se ode u message eba ye. Na mefa ba kumienu bi account 0240550899 0240550899 na yadi aba ewie doc. Okay, my main fa me next caller. Hello. Yeah, offer Udini baby Afrifi.
Yeah, you're from myself. Boku.
Muftao.
Yeah, me sir Papa Agyapong.
Okay.
Me program bi.
Okay. Pacho kasa mami.
Yeah, me Agyapong. Yeah, obia obetu mi akra Ghana pa. Na mechanic ni sume boano.
Okay.
Because ya aduma man da.
Okay.
Ewo Madina ho.
Okay.
Nti Miternity panoma we make them na protect no. Na protect Mr. Agyapong.
Okay.
Asema o ka Ghana na man for ni say to be di na odido ni pana sama na ka to papa no. Because what kasa ni so ka we or the president Junior Ghana ni na be stop. Junior ni na be stop. I'm telling you. So Japan, yeah, you Sana may cost is Kadi may cost no. You never stop. The man is principal man. But I'm also be doing him and I'm almost saying no. You keep you on my way, not protecting no. Me got her between the one people. Now me do not be there for you here. I'm telling you already. You keep you on my message for now.
Yo.
Not protecting no. It's one because of someone traveling, but Ghana for the summer time. I'm telling you, but even if you're there, about me the name of Jesus Christ.
Amen.
Baba, you're from Michael. The community number way. The guy that's about me, I'm making it 100%.
Okay.
Yes, you catch on. The other side now, about winning Sabah, and about winning. So I'm winning about me. No, I wish any flower, my Fabium.
So,
the new one winning about me, I'm always any flower, my Fabium. You keep on my way, we do not see. Oh, plan to make an Agyapong, anything. Well, quite a part to be. Thank you. Bye bye.
Michael Boku ana ono so de e de baa no. Say aha na ye de ofre no ebesi na yetumi abepia aye dwumadie ne so. Na doc in your last submission I want us to connect it to the tourism message that Honorable Kennedy has for Ghana. He says tourism is one of the things he will use to develop Ghana. And then he made a profound statement that he would build center of the world hotel. You know, Ghana is located in the center of the world, as we always brag, but we are not taking advantage of it. He is saying that when voted as president, he would build center of the world hotel. As I speak to you, I'm told, reliably informed, that that statement he made has attracted billionaires, companies with the resources to help build that particular hotel. How do you think that tourism is a tool to
length and breadth of this country? We have so much of natural endowment that it is so easy to develop the tourism industry in Ghana.
Yeah.
The natural endowment, waterfalls. In terms of our colonial history or slave trade history, we have quite a number of forts and castles along the coast that are well preserved. We have a number of historical sites that are well preserved. If you look at the patronage of the Year of Return, which is a tourism event,
Good.
it gives you a pointer that tourism has a very crucial role to play in our national development. And indeed, it has a role to play in opening up the country. In some of the very beautiful tourist attractions we have are located in some of the remote parts of this country. Therefore, if we put a little bit of resource and energy into developing that sector, it will be one of the areas that Ghana will make a claim that will be able to translate the aspiration for development to reality. If you are looking at, for instance, Center of the World Hotel, you will see that even Dubai, people move from here to Dubai just to go and see tall buildings, go and sleep in hotels and come back. The same way somebody will want to come to Ghana just because of that hotel that lies at the center of the world.
Good.
Because people are looking for something new to see. So tourism currently gives us a lot of revenue. So what it will do is that if a president, if he focus on tourism, he's just going to give an additional energy to that sector so that the sector will be able to play its meaningful role. So for instance, all the regions in Ghana have endowment tourist sites that can be developed. There are a lot of sites in Ghana that we have abandoned, that we are not making use of. And you realize that tourism have a way of affecting the local economy. So for instance, you realize some places in Ghana, when you go, the economy virtually is around the tourists coming in. If you go to central region, part of that region's economic viability has to do with the number of tourist sites that are located there. So I think that the center of the world idea is innovative. It is innovative because then you must also put yourself in a way that is very marketable. It is something you can easily market. That I'm the center of the world, sleep in the center of the world, be in the center of the world. This is something that is why you make the claim that a number of investors are interested, because it is easy to communicate to somebody in Europe, somebody in America, that you are coming to sleep in the center of the world, and not only sleeping in the center of the world, you are coming to have a very rich culture, witness a very rich culture. You are coming to witness forests that are still in their natural state. You are coming to see some of the tallest waterfall in West Africa. You are, and so many things that you can market. So that at the end of the day, that you have a tourist center that is integrated into other, and if you look at what he proposed, it's a matter of a hotel with other attractions that will help the country generate the needed revenue and be able to position itself as the destination of choice in West Africa. And of course, if you look at it very carefully, the year of return, one of the challenges we faced was the hotels. We don't have so many of them. So the prices shot up so astronomically that it looked as if we are only interested in our brothers coming because of the money. So making this investment, bringing, so I told you that one of the things that he brings on board is that ability to connect to investors
exactly.
across board.
Yes, you said it earlier. Yes.
So you see that by putting that idea there, he is able to quickly get people who are interested, because he understands the market. He understands the market of the investors. So I think that is one of the laudable ideas. If he pursue it, we will have so many of the villages that currently are so underdeveloped, all of a sudden having life because of the number of tourists that may flow into this country and shop. And so as people come in, there will be the artisans who have their share of that market, the local cloth industry, all the other sectors will come along, and it will be fine.
Okay, thank you very much, Doc. Information as you see, and Saka and say a meeting be a and somewhere P. Woman say, ye the Huna delegates, and say, baby on beto abano. Ye the cameras are bobo intino, wa obeko to abana, 1, 2, and as a okotuma will be full apart from vice president. Idea ye be who say 1, 2 aba amano. Ye catch them say nya nokre e bi antumi mfa camera enhye baabi a beto aba no enen mrei ye se tema east so saa o ma ye saa meetings no enti delegates monhwe na momma moni enko saa enyema we mu amoye coordinators for Ken e wo saa emia every constituency bi a ye mbo ye kra no mo amwo ho no momma moni enda ho na because I just don't understand why some of these things will come. Politics na ye no. Ebia obiti wanim office ebia odo wuntina anase ope wuntina otie unim na kuma mu bebia opese oto abako. That is why I'm more hihye sa nyema we a yensa eka no wo ha no. Muma yema ade no enda ho play na mu enda ho play. Na bidede bia meka se after 4th November no se be ya ye be kan ye ho abomu no. Eno na ebe boan ya ma yatumi national executives me gidi se mumu no mo hwe sa adwuma de we mate ye besere se mo be di sansem we hu dwuma ansana embre no aso na obi be kan ya nkase ebia nipa no wankasa ye ye besere mo se mo be mamoni akokos ne ba na eba ye meeting ni wie pe omopon meeting ni pe na adofo ewom no na o mafre na o makase we ni na ede e course ba bi wo kra ye jeje obi afun you have given us mo amohwe ye mo amofye heaven ohini Kofi Safo ene Robert Bafofin Justice Afo Kwesi Ninsin George Sarkodie Focus Kobi Scratch Kenneth Nana Techi Agyapong ena eboa mema mede enadwumedie we ebrem nyame ya adomo a adwoada ye besan ahia makramu as if the tie will not catch.